Hi friends! Today we're talking about what our family is doing for summer school. Let's get this out of the way real quick. I have never been a homeschool mom who has wanted to have summer school. I have always wanted that 8 to 10 week just relax break to just do projects around the house or even just relaxing, doing nothing, just reading books for fun and playing games, whatever. But I did start to notice as my kids got bigger that they would end the school year here. And then in September, they would start the school year here with some of the skills that they had learned the year before. And so as we went along each year and I started seeing that be more of a problem, we decided last school year to go ahead and do some summer school things. And I was so pleased with the results of it that we have basically decided to go ahead and do that again this year and see if that is going to have the same result. So all we're doing is going to be like 1 to 2 hours a day. It's not going to be anything heavy or strenuous. And I'm excited to show you guys what we're going to be doing. What I decided to do for this year was I ordered an actual morning time summer curriculum. This is from Brighter Day Press. We've done 2 or 3 different unit study type things from Whitney is the lady who creates all of these, and she just does such a beautiful job. So when she came out with this summer school curriculum, I knew I had to get this for this summer. So it also works out really well as a segue into what we're going to be doing for next school year, which is a lot of nature study. This is 8 weeks of nature-inspired morning times for families, and I'm going to show you guys what all is included in this and then talk about the other things that I am wanting to do with my kids over the summer for school. So this is from Brighter Day Press. You can find them at brighterdaypress.com. So this has a table of contents. So we're gonna look at week 1 is the garden, week 2 is the pond, then there's a section on a coral reef, meadow, nest, beach, sky, and forest. She has a book list, a preschool picture book list. So if you have a kid that is really little, you can still do this with them. She just has some other book selections that would make it a little bit easier for them to pay attention. There's chapter book recommendations for each week to go along with each topic. So if you have a kid that really loves to read, which I have 2 that really love to read, so they'll probably be reading through some of these books. Some of them are included in our history curriculum for next year, so I won't have them read them yet. But there are a few that I think that I probably will pick up from the library. So the only other books besides this that you absolutely need are Indescribable, the 100 Devotions About God and Science by Louis Giglio, I think is his name, and Slow Down, 50 Mindful Moments in Nature by Rachel Williams. After that, she has quite an extensive list of books that you need for each week. You don't need to get all of these, and most of them can be found at your local library, so we will be doing that. Last year we went to the library weekly, and it was just such a fun time for me and the kids to do that. Our library also does like a summer reading program that I hope that we will have a chance to take part in this summer. Then there's the page of preschool books. So you can see it's a little bit smaller and has like shorter books like The Hungry Caterpillar, which you might already have. And then chapter book recommendations. So there's only 1 chapter book per week because
some of them are longer, like Little House on the Prairie is a little bit of a thicker, more difficult read. So she's got a page of craft and baking supplies, because there is a craft and a recipe that goes with each of these weeks, which is really great. And then she's got lesson plans all laid out for you too. So there's a daily devotion from Indescribable. There's 2 or 3 picture books per day listed for reading. So you can probably just pick and choose whichever ones you could find from your library. And then there's an Aesop's Fable per week, and the craft or activity. So for the first week, it's wildflower seed bombs, and then she gives you full description of how to do that. And then the recipe for this week is healthy gummy worms and dirt cups, which I'm excited about. And then if you're doing the preschool books, then she has 1 book per day listed here. And then she also includes a Bible verse for each week as well. So that's really great. It's all laid out for you right there. Super open and go, really easy, which I was so happy about. And then the poem and the fable have some little illustrations. They're right here for you. You don't have to look them up. Awesome. Here's the pictures and instructions for the seed bombs and gummy worms and dirt cups. And then you're on to week 2. So it follows along similarly to that. I will link this below. I don't want to give too many shots of the inside of it, just because I want to make sure that if you guys want this curriculum, you can go and buy it from her website. She's a sweet mama of, I think 3 or 4. Anyway, she has a great Instagram too. It's called Brighter Day Press. So give Whitney a follow over there on Instagram too, because she's really awesome. I really enjoy her content. Another thing that we're going to do is we are going to read a read aloud chapter book. We're going to be doing Little Pilgrim's Progress this summer, at least to start with. We may finish this and then move on to something else. But this is just a little bit easier to understand version of Paul Bunyan's classic Pilgrim's Progress. So I'm excited to go through that with my kids. I got this from Thrift Books, but you can get it on Amazon. And then from The Good and the Beautiful, I think I have mentioned this before, and if I haven't, I will be mentioning it again in another video coming up really soon. But we have been enjoying this musical multiplication, and I really want all 3 kids to have all of their multiplication facts memorized by the end of the summer. So we'll be listening to there's 4 different sets of these. So set A, set B, set C, set D. And in each set is a different assortment of math facts. So these are all multiplication. But it has pictures in each of these books. So for each of the songs, there's a picture that goes with it. And for instance, there's 9 monkeys swinging on vines. So there's like 3 sets of 3 monkeys. Hopefully that helps with the explanation of how this works. But I like that they have them not all completely in order, because that way your kid memorizes them a little bit better, instead of having to like go, okay, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 2 is 2, and go down the line that way, which is how I learned how to do it. This is all, there's no order to the way that the songs are placed. They just have the same number in each set. So they're catchy little songs to help memorize the multiplication tables. I will link these below. They're from The Good and the Beautiful. And then lastly, we're going to keep working on our Spanish. So we've been doing a Spanish subscription service that is called talkbox.mom. And I am in love with it, you guys. Highly recommend. 5 out of 5 stars. It's so good. So it comes with an app to hear the Spanish phrases. It includes all phrases that you would use, not just stuff that is not meaningful to your family, and gives you a lot of helpful hints and tools to immediately begin using the Spanish that you're learning. So I will link her website below as well.
And you'll be seeing more of that particular program on my channel coming up. I'm going to be doing a subscription box video very soon, and then also talking about some of our favorite homeschool tools in an upcoming video, and that is definitely one of those things. The other thing that I'm going to have my kids do over the summer is they each have, I don't want to call it a problem area, but an area that they want to continue working on and building their skills over the summer. So for my first grader going into second, she's going to be practicing reading. We didn't finish her reading curriculum, so probably a couple of days a week I'll have her do a lesson in that. And then every day she's going to be reading to me for 15 to 20 minutes out loud. And then for my third grader going into fourth grade, she's going to be doing more IEW. So we didn't finish that course this year. I don't feel like she needed to finish it, except that I want her to catch up to Big Sister so that they can be in the same video each week for next year, just to cut down on the amount of time that we're doing for school each day, so that we can get out of the house and go do more extracurricular things, or even just go to a park and do some nature study. So, and then for Beth, my fourth grader going into fifth grade, she's going to continue to work on her math skills over the summer. So we do have some work left in her math book. Again, I don't really feel like we're stuck with finishing each curriculum item. However, it is a great tool, obviously, to hone her skills and to keep her going in the right direction with her math. So that's all that I'm planning to do over the summer. I'm not really wanting to do full days worth of schoolwork. I want to just make sure that we continue with some kind of routine, and then also not slide backwards in our learning, but continue to press forward. So hopefully that was helpful for you guys. I hope that if it was, that you will click the thumbs up button, maybe subscribe to this channel if you don't already, and have a great week. I will see you in our next video.